Hey everybody, one of Weezem here. We've got Bone Chompy in as our villain. I put him in the, what is it called? It's the Undead Hand Trap. I think the something grabber. But the reason I did that, I always think about the villains, and I thought since there was Bone Chompy, what trap actually would have bones in it? That would be the hand. So that was my logic. I don't know, maybe if you've been debating that, you can follow suit and do the same thing. That said, what I'm going to do here, his primary attack is actually really cool. Or it's not really cool, it's garden variety chompy. I call it the chomp, but it does 135 to 202, so it's one of those surprising damage outputs. You think of a chompy and you think, it's probably going to be like 8 to 13 or something lame. Nope, it's actually impressive. The thing is, his secondary attack looks pretty cool. It's what I call the chomp trap. He basically runs around. You can have 6 of these active at a time. They last roughly 17 seconds. It's almost like an old-fashioned like bear trap is what it looks like. Problem is, at the training grounds, I can't get them to work with the dummies, so we've got to come here. And here he is. Primary attack looks like that, just again, standard dive chomp that you've got. Secondary attack actually looks like that. There's 3, and then 4, 5, 6. As soon as I place 7, that one goes away, then that one, then that one. So you get the idea. 6 active, 17 seconds. You can actually use that as a defensive shield, I would imagine. Only catch is, I don't know the damage, so we gotta hop down here before he times out and actually set a few. Let's see what they do. 45? Okay. And there was... That seems to stun them possibly as well. Okay, so we timed out. Half of 45 would be 22.5, which they don't really use in this game. So that'd be 67, you could call it. Or you could just use Thunderbolt and eradicate things. So, you know what? Let me actually do this, and I'll showcase the chomp here. I guess it'll make his video somewhat special. But we'll also set them up here. So let's switch out. And oh, I can't even see myself. So yeah, it does actually stun the enemies. That's kind of good to know. But check this out, though. You would think this would be a lame attack. Far from it. I mean, look at that. That's some impressive damage. Definitely not what you would expect. And he, on his own, just eradicated Tussle Sprout.
Defeated.
So, bonus content for you there. I don't want to trap him. Alright, so that's pretty much all you need to see. He has a very surprisingly high output number. My apologies on his behavior there. But he has a very high damage output number for his primary attack. Secondary attack, again, 45 to 67. Let me document that before I forget, because invariably that's what would happen. Where is his... There it is. Okay. 17 seconds, 45 to 67 with stun. So if you read the spreadsheet and you're like, what does he mean with stun? Well, then you just need to watch the video. It's that simple. So veterans of the channel know that. But what I'm going to do, his quest is in Chapter 14, Operation Troll Rocket Steal. Interesting thing there, we captured him in 16, so his is one of those ones that you encounter long before you see the villain. Also in that chapter is Frankenstein. I think I'm missing hats, and so I'm hoping that that might take care of it. But that said, I'm going to head off to Chapter 14, so I will catch you there, and we will continue our villainography. Actually, I mean, that's what he looks like. I have no idea. I actually like this aesthetic. I don't know what they might do to make him, you know, neater. I'd say average speed. It looks like he's going lightning fast, but it's because he's so small. In all honesty, if I had a second player here, I mean, I could have my nephew as Thunderbolt, and we'd probably get A to B in the same time. The jump was actually cool. I checked it out at the training grounds. It's actually, if you see him facing us, you can kind of see his little eyes there. He actually does like some pretty mad flips there. I think he's getting like a double backflip or something. So pretty cool there, but I'm going to head straight into Chapter 14, see if I can't find their quest. And we will see if they just show up and you get it done, or if you have to do something cool. And we'll take it from there. But once again, thanks for watching, and I will see you back here as we continue checking out Bone Chompy. Hey everybody, one of Weezem here, and I am in Chapter 14. I need to do what we missed here, but I had forgotten, like, whatever quest this is. I think it's Bone Chompy, but it might be, if it's Frankenstein, I'll just switch him out. But it's literally, you enter the level right here, so that's just fantastically convenient. That said, let's take a look here. Again, this may... What am I doing? This may overlap with what we missed in Chapter 14, or if this is everything, it may complete it. Now, the enemy goal, let me lecture you on this, because I did a little bit of research. I'm prone to do that from time to time. And right here at the start, I distinctly remember it. I was like, wait, the Mabu guys are rushing out to face the trolls. I wonder if they can actually kill the trolls, because I saw like a, little Mabu guy disappear, vanish. And I watched it, and I think I counted that they killed 3 trolls. And I was like, well, that's actually cool. You know, they do actually serve a purpose. They don't just, like, show up and get decimated or something. And that, needless to say, whenever we completed this level, I think I was at 112 of 115 enemies. So, unless you want to see it for yourself, take my word for it, the little Mabu Defense Force can actually destroy trolls, and it can invariably destroy your chances of completing the enemy goal on your first run through. So, if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself. Watch my blind stream video, whatever you want to do. If you have to experience it firsthand, you do that. But just want to relay that news to you. And we're missing 2 hats, so I'm hoping that we get them here. With the 2 villain quests, that would be ideal. And then I have to complete the level to get the enemy goal. Shouldn't be an issue, just I won't see if they can kill trolls this time. So, that said, let's see here. It's probably going to be Frankenstein the way things go for me. But
this is going to be sweet!
Bone Chompy! I would like to put your healing skills to good use here.
Healing skills?
You truly have a gift, Bone Chompy. Now, when you fight alongside the Mabu Defense Force, you should be able to heal soldiers on the fly.
What? Okay, so paging Dr. Bone Chompy. Oh, now, I actually am a fan of that. It looks cheesy as all get out, but I actually like it now. Can we come in here? You can, actually. Oh, and there's a hat in here. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's just go ahead and get on. I mean, this is literally right as you... And look, I can actually heal those guys. I don't want them to go anywhere. They'll kill the trolls before I get to. And that's not what I need to have happen. But let me grab this. And that's actually kind of cool, I guess, that healing ability. So maybe that has to do with his little new design. But let's see what the hat is. I guess it's kind of ties in. Ah, that makes sense, does it not? Like some nurse or medic hat? Nurse hat, plus 30 armor. Fan-diddly-tastic. Yes, I want to wear that. You're getting some sweet armor hats here. Now, obviously that looks dorky, but at least I'll remember that that is, in fact, a hat there. So, that said, I'm going to end this here. This is his quest. It was real straightforward and simple. Right as you start Chapter 14, all you have to do is show up. And the aesthetics I'll see better when we check out his evolved attack damage numbers. And then we'll just take it from there. I know I could actually go through it and have an all-in-one and just like have 2 parts to the video. But in all honesty, I like to follow my format and have it documented that way. Plus, I've got to play through this thing anyway to get the enemy goals. So that said, we will see what he looks like better once we get to the academy once again. But it's kind of cool he can heal those guys. Although if you make a point of doing that, you will never complete the enemy goal. So just heads up there. But once again, thanks for watching. We are down to just needing 1 hat. I'm hoping that one ties in with Frankenstein's deal, and if not, then I've got a hat to find. So that's it. Be sure to check out Frankenstein and Bone Chompy, and if I have to record it, what we missed in Chapter 14. And I'll catch you back at the Academy as we take a look at the evolved attack damage numbers from Bone Chompy. Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. We are in Chapter 2, and for good reason. Again, with Bone Chompy, I cannot showcase the secondary attack. Now, his aesthetics, I might take you back. Let me try to come out here in the light a little bit. Yeah, that hat really hides a lot of it. You kind of saw it when we did his quest, but the Chomp has upgraded quite nicely. Let me get back to my spreadsheet here. It was 135 to 202. That sucker is now doing 176 to 264. Again, he's got a really sweet jump mechanic. Issue being on these, I just do not know. I thought I'd already triggered that with Echo. Anyway, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. So still 6, and now I'll put this one down. Yeah, we got about 18 seconds, so 17, 18 seconds matches what I had last time. However, I cannot check out the damage that the traps do, the Chomp trap as I dubbed it. They were doing 45 to 67 with a stun. Let's throw down a line here and see what they'll do. Maybe the buzzer beaks would come. Okay, so 58. Let's see if we can get a few. Dang, he's gonna time out, isn't he? Get away! Why can't I move? Okay, so 58. And then half of that would be 29, which would be 87. So 58 to 87, I'll let him build up a little bit more. Actually, did you know that you could do this? Just totally leave and let the buzzer beaks and the traptanium go, because you can. Anyway, we'll switch back over to him, and I will... No, let's just stick to the secondary. I'd love to see an 87 for you. I don't think we're going to. Come on, you're our last hope. You can do it. You can fly into the trap. He dodged it. How about that? See, you dodge this wall of them. Seems insanely slow. Okay, so 58. I guess we're not gonna see it, but 58 to 87. We're gonna go ahead and head back over. Not to a chapter. We're gonna head back to the academy. There we go, that's the button I was looking for. Just so we can get a better look at him. So, 58 to 87 right there. Once again, Bone Chompy you capture in Chapter 16 quest. Where is it located? Chapter 14, of course. So, let's get back to the man of the hour. And here's a good look at him. Again, he has the Nerf hat. I know it looks dorky, but it's plus 30 armor, and I am a sucker for armor. There's Tessa way up there. That's kind of cool. That said, the hat kind of matched his new aesthetic. He's kind of got like a blue and white paint job. If you can't see it well here, you can go back to the quest portion of the video since these are all in one. But again, the traps, I can't get them to do anything here, which is a shame. But you can have 6 active. They last roughly 17 seconds, go away quickly. And then the primary attack, which again I just dubbed the Chomp. It was doing 135 to 202. Check it out now. 176. Let's try it. There was the critical 264. So very nice there. But again, he's got one of the cooler jumps in the game, in my opinion. What I'm excited to see, I can't remember where we capture the Chompy. I think it's in one of the expansion packs. I still prefer to call them adventure packs, but I think in one of those, that's where we capture the Chompy. And I'm excited to see how he compares speed-wise, idle animation wise, and jump wise, because I'm hoping he has a sweet flip like that too. But that said, this is Bone Chompy. That's what he does evolved. Again, take that link at the top. You'll go to the Skylander Club Forum. You'll have this video. More importantly, you'll have my spreadsheet, which outlines all of his attack information, including the damage, number, stock, and evolved. And of course, I include the capture and quest chapters for your convenience. So be sure to check that out. If you like Skylanders Trap Team Villainography, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know. As usual, let me know, do you prefer Bone Chompy stock, as you see him down there in the left hand corner, or do you prefer his magical healing ability evolved aesthetic? That's important to note. Chapter 14 anyway, he can run through, and anytime there's like a hurt Mabu Defense Force guy, which there's a ton of them scattered throughout that chapter, you can actually run up to them and it heals them. So it's kind of weird that you don't get to do that until after the fact. Like if you had captured Bone Chompy in 13 or 12 and then his quest was right there at the start, because most people don't do what I do and record, they just, oh cool, here's a quest, I'm gonna do it. It would have been neat. But that said, you know, if you're so inclined to like get more of the Mabu guys and watch them wreck trolls, you can go about it that way. So that said, for myself and the Bone Chompy, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you back here for the next installment of Skylanders Trap Team Villainography.